Yeah, 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 yeah.
What's up, YouTube? It's Kiri2. I'm here trying to set up something for my Nexus 7. Bow! I do have programs on the computer to run this straight to the computer, either tether straight to the computer or through Wi-Fi, but I think using HDMI to my capture card might be better quality. So here, I bought a bunch of adapters, which I'll show you on screen right now. I have the XL Slim port to HDMI adapter. I have a MHL cable, micro USB to HDMI. This is just a cord, HDMI to MHL. I have a slim port to HDMI. This one's made by Serago. And I also have an MHL to HDMI adapter, some bootleg I got from China. This worked for a little bit, but just to document it in the video that this one did not work. I'm not going to be using this one today. I already know that this one, I got it to work 2 or 3 times. It worked, but then it wasn't constant. It felt like I had to keep jiggling it around. Hopefully that's not the case with the other ones. Okay guys, so this is kind of bootleg. I'm going to use my camera to film the screen. I think that's a better test for me. Like I want to film me going to the capture card to the computer, but then that adds in another effect where if something goes wrong, it could be the capture card or it could be the cord. So this way is a little bit more bootleg, but it's the best way for me to demonstrate, especially to myself, if it's going to work or not. So I'm going to open up the adapters. I'm not going to film that unboxing because it's just a cord inside of a box. But I'll show you one by one, tell you which one I'm using, and we're going to hook it up to the TV and see if it works. Alright guys, I'll catch you in a bit. First one we're going to try is the MHL to HDMI cord. This is the cheapest of the options. It's $10 for regular customers, but for me with my discount, I got it for $5.56. So hopefully this one works. $5, hopefully. Doesn't seem like it's working. It's saying check signal cable. Maybe if I swap inputs on the TV, maybe it'll help it. Let's see. Sorry, that looks weird. I am, then again, filming my TV. Do you know if the cable box is still plugged in HDMI 2?
It should be.
Okay, never mind.
Switched it.
Okay. So as you can see it guys, it's actually not working. So MHL to HDMI does not work for the Nexus 7. So let's check out the next. Alright you guys, so the first cord didn't work, so let's rule it out of the book right now. Both MHL ports do not work on this one. The MHL adapter to HDMI and the HDMI to MHL cord itself does not work. So if you guys see postings online that it works for the Nexus, it doesn't. Okay, so for this next one, it's a slim port to HDMI display adapter. On the package, it actually says compatible devices include Google Nexus 7, Generation 2, Nexus 4, Asus, Padphone, LG Optimus, G Pro, Fujitsu Aero Tab, compatible with Nexus 5. So this one actually says Nexus 7 on it. And I got this for $11. $11.11. Regular price was about $30. So I believe we're still on the same channel. It's not going to show up in the video, but I have a HDMI cord into the HDMI adapter to the slim port, because supposedly the Nexus 7 has a slim port. So let's plug this one in and hopefully this one works. This is the next cheapest one. The last one I'll try is the most expensive one. And there you guys go. I know the quality is pretty ass. I'm sorry for that, but just know this one works. Let me see if there's actually audio that's playing through it. Oh my gosh, it's tripping out. Let me unplug it, guys. It's tripping out right now. Wow, I don't know what happened there, but the adapter started tripping out. So let's try to plug it in again. Let's see. So let's make sure the volume on the TV is turned up too. So TV volume's turned up. Let's try that one more time and see exactly what the hell happened. So the audio stopped on the Nexus, and I think this might be a fail because it's tripping out. I have no idea why it's doing that. Let's try to go back to the home screen. Nope, it's tripping out. So I think this might be a fail. Alright, so there goes the second option. This one actually said Nexus 7 on the package. It is a slim port, so as you guys could see, it does have a slim port on the Nexus. Unless mine is broken, I have no idea why it started tripping out. Let's try it one more time. Let me unplug it. Plug it back in. Maybe I could try another HDMI cord. Maybe that might be the problem. Let's try one more time with the same cord, same port. So I plugged it back in, and let's plug it right back in. No, it's still tripping out. Maybe if I turn the device off. Okay, device, screen is off. Let's try to go back on now. Even when it's off, I can still see the black marks on the screen. It's still moving up and down. Hopefully you guys can see that. Let's turn it back on. No, look at that. It's tripping out. Maybe it's the cord itself and the jack. I don't want to mess up the charge port because this is where the Nexus charges to. We're just going to unplug it. Hopefully the last one works. Okay guys, the one for Serago does not work. You saw it here. Actually, we're going to try one more. We're going to try with a different HDMI cord, and hopefully it was just the HDMI cord. This cord was actually plugged into my cable box, so I know it's a good cord. I'm plugging it back into the adapter now, and let me grab the Nexus 7 again, and hopefully it was a HDMI cord. So it's now plugged in. Let me swap to the different input on my TV. Alright, so far so good. The aspect ratio seems a little bit off though. And there you go, it's tripping out again. So it's not the HDMI cord, it looks like it's actually the adapter. Okay, let's stop that. Hopefully the last one works, guys. We'll be right back. Let me try out the last one. Alright guys, this was the last adapter I have. This one is made by a Cell Slim Port. This is one they show on YouTube videos that works straight out the box. This one's the more expensive one. Regular price is $30, just like the other cord that I just tried, except with discount I only got this one down to $16.13. So let's try this one out. This might be my last hope for an adapter. Otherwise I might just have to use a tether straight to my computer, which I do have working. So hopefully this one works, guys. So since this cord's already plugged in, let's use the cord that's in here. Let's plug that into the adapter now. HDMI going into the adapter. And now let's plug it into the Nexus. Crossing my fingers because I want it to work. No signal. Check connected device. Okay. In the beginning it's always fine. Let's see if it trips out. Let's go into the game. Alright, I do hear audio on the screen. That's good. Sorry again, guys, about the quality. I am recording a TV set, which is bad quality. You could hear game sounds noticeably out of this one. Good sign so far. Alright, so the other time this one was tripping out already with the other adapter. This does look promising. Oh, you know what I forgot to do? The other adapter might actually... Let me actually mute the TV so you can actually hear it better. What I might try again on the other adapter, there is an optional power slot where I could plug it in. So maybe the device needs to be plugged in to maintain a good surge through the adapter. I might want to try that after this. Give me a second, but as you can see, this one is working perfectly. It doesn't look like it on the screen because it looks like shit, but trust me, it is working. It's real responsive. It's really good. And let's go for a replay. Really fast, real responsive, real time. And yeah, there's no slowdowns or anything. This looks like I'm playing it off the tablet right now. This looks great. So definitely I'm keeping this, even if I'm going to use a tether straight to the computer. This one for sure works. So the Excel is a win. It's worth the extra $5 I'm paying for it. But this one actually works. Good stuff, Excel. The other one that actually said Nexus 7 on it was a disappointment, but we're going to try out right now with the power cord plugged in. This one does have an optional power slot in it. Let me try to plug that in and see if there's any difference if I plug the power straight into this adapter. So if you see on the top right, which you probably can't see, but it is charging right now, so I am able to charge and it's not tripping out. This one is working. Let's try a different game. This is working. This is working great. It's loading up right now. And then we could try one more test with YouTube. But I am very pleased with this. I'm happy that at least one of my adapters is working. And yeah, let's go to okay, looks good. Perfect timing. Let's go to a replay on this one also. I know it's really hard to see, but you just see things blowing up. Looking on screen right now, there was no slowdowns. It looks great. It's working. Let's also try YouTube right now. Let's turn the sounds back on so you can actually see if there's sound playing. Go to my channel, youtube.com/2gcarry2, where you guys are on right now. And let's play a video. Looks great. It looks 1080p, just the way I made it. Looks really good, guys. So the Excel adapter works wonderfully. It works great. Okay, so let's go back to the past adapter. Maybe it needs to have power plugged into it. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, guys, we are back. This is a slim port to HDMI display adapter by Serago. The one that tripped out after a while. Unless I got a faulty adapter, but what are the odds of me getting one defaulty one out of all the packages that were there? This was an unopened one, by the way. So let's plug this one in. Let's plug the power adapter into this adapter also. Okay. Ooh, really tight fit. It didn't even feel like I snapped it in or anything. I kind of, whatever. Okay, so now, here's the truth. So it's plugged in, power's plugged in, HDMI is plugged in. Let's plug it into the Nexus right now. Hear the beep from my Nexus saying that power is going through. It is on. So far so good, and it should be tripping out soon if it will. Pretty good. Let's go into the game. Ah, there you go. Tripping out. I don't know if that's because I got in the game or if it's just tripping out. But this adapter does not work, guys. Do not waste your money on it, and it's tripping out. I'm going to take it off now. So, if you guys want something that works, get that Excel. I'll post a picture to it. But that one works. This other Serago does not work. Don't waste your money on it. Don't order it. You can pick it up at Fry's Electronics, or I might open up a store if you guys are high demand. I'll probably pick it up and sell you guys it at a discounted price. So, sorry guys, I'm just messing around. I'm actually really happy to find an adapter that works. That should allow me to get the 1080p straight out the Nexus to my capture card and put it right on the internet. So stay tuned for some HD Clash of Clans. No more screen regions. Well, maybe still screen region, but then definitely the input is going to be 1080p 16:9. Unlike the iPad, which puts out a 4:3 screen ratio. Alright guys, stay tuned. I will show you guys one more thing that I was using before. I'm using two programs actually here on the computer. It's called Mirror Op, BBQ Screen Client. So those two I know for sure work. But stay tuned and I'll show you those ones.